I believe in us.
Oh, that's how
There it
it's.
is.
Oh, hi.
It's
Merry
Christmas
Christmas.
miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
Happy Hanukkah to those who
They
celebrate,
tried to keep us down.
but they can't.
They won't. They'll never. Yeah.
I know you can't see me or the person next to me, but we do have a special guest tonight.
Hello.
We're 3 bears in 1 cave. This is our
Wow.
That's the exit of our cave right there.
It does look like we're in a cave.
We are in a cave.
Who plays guitar? I don't play guitar.
Seth, hi, buddy.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to have you.
Thanks.
Seth is one of our very old friends. I've known Seth since he was a little boy.
That's maybe
Don't say it like that.
Don't lead with that.
Since we were young.
Realistically, what age did you join the venture crew?
15?
15.
Wow.
We
14? No, 15.
used to actually do cool things.
Yeah.
We had a little militia.
And
We
then-
had a little group called the Venture Crew, Venture Crew 556. Those were fun.
Yeah.
President.
Yeah, we used to have a youth group.
Scouting group.
Yeah, run completely legitimately.
100% legit.
Yep.
Through the Boy Scouts. It was part of their venture program. So that was for youths 14 to 21, co-ed, and you could do all sorts of high adventure type stuff. And one of those, it's kind of like the Explorer posts. Bergen has one for the fire department. They're still pretty popular. Kind of like that. You pick like a focus area. Like we're going to all do like whitewater rafting. Like that's our thing. We're going to do like alpine Adirondack camping or whatever.
Mountain
Like
biking.
ours was shooting and firearms. And yeah, you were like an OG,
I'm an alumni.
like day one
Yeah.
member of that. Yeah, it's a long
It was a lot of fun. Good memories.
time ago. Tyler was president of the venture crew for the
For, like,
first
3 years.
2 to 3 years. Yeah,
Until I aged out.
till you turned 21. Yeah,
I was
Too
vice
old-
president
old
at
man.
one point.
Thought I had pictures
It's on my
somewhere.
resume.
old man. That had to have only hurt you.
Probably.
There's no way that
Probably.
helped. There's no way.
I thought I
Yeah,
had
and
pictures.
Seth just decided he was too good for all of us, and he moved away.
Yep. Now where do you
That's
live?
exactly what happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
I live in Montana now. Western Montana.
Western Montana.
Wow.
Isn't that where the Duttons live?
Yeah, good friends with them. No, personally.
So
Instead of flying United back, I took their helicopter.
There you go. Yeah.
because you're here,
Mhm.
and I know you're a big fan of Minecraft and trains,
Terraria.
we will be making a gingerbread train.
It was very interesting at the staff Christmas party who gravitated towards that gingerbread kit. It was
It's telling.
who you thought. Yeah, it's exactly who you would think. It's a shame. I'm glad someone's going to make him now.
It's gonna make Seth very happy.
2-2.
But like, how do I know what part's what?
Well,
Directions are not clear enough.
just look at
Got wiener stuck in
it.
ceiling.
Train.
That's to be expected.
So Seth, Montana.
Tyler, yeah. What would you like to know?
When'd you move there?
October of 21. So it's been just a little over 3 years now.
Well,
The fuck is this?
now
It's been an adventure.
when you moved out there, did you have a lot of stuff to move?
I did it in 2 parts. So when I initially went, my father and I drove across the country, and I loaded
That's cool.
everything into the back of my pickup truck that I could fit. No bedroom set, nothing like that. It was just clothes, guns, fishing rods.
Of course. Of course.
Driving through downtown Chicago, that was fun. But yeah. And then a year later, came back and, well, not came back, had a moving company move everything from there. So,
When you knew you were going to stay.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yep.
Moving all that stuff, probably pretty tiring. Probably was a good idea. Like, I don't know, did you go to the gym at all beforehand? Like, you probably, Ty, where should he go?
Well, now that you're back in the area, you should definitely get a membership to Beyond Driven
Yeah.
Performance and
On
Fitness
Driven.
Center
Yeah.
in Leroy.
Down in Leroy. Yeah. Number one gym. I don't know. Do you have gyms? You just like
We lift
They just
stones.
picks up elk.
point to the they just point to the mountains. Yeah. Like
Lift them up with my
city boy paid a place to lift weights. Like, oh,
I write
city folk.
weigh out a bunch of rocks and just write the weight
Oh,
on it.
sure.
And just pick those up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you're just so busy ranching.
Yeah.
There's no need to,
That's a lot of cows, man.
to live in the cowboy life. Yeah. Why don't you have a cowboy hat? Is that are you
I do.
allowed to have a hat like that?
It's approved. We got the stamp of approval.
Okay. All right. You expected a cowboy hat, right?
I definitely did.
Where's your rodeo belt?
Don't have it.
I'm really,
All right. Well, it was a great
I
stream,
think we're
guys.
done here.
Poser,
I think
man.
we're done here. I think we're done
Your
here.
interview's been soiled. Yeah.
You're a
phony.
I know, man.
All right, Seth. We're gonna get started on this train, but keep talking.
What would you like to know?
Well,
I want to know how you kept your firearms safe while you transported them across the country, and if you used some type of protective coating or bag to keep them safe in.
do you guys have arms preservation ink in Montana?
Probably.
We'll send you home with one tonight, just to make sure that all the I mean, you're not- we'll keep the registers open so you can.
What is it? We'll send you a mail-in rebate.
So Arms Preservation is a great company. I'm so happy you asked, Seth. They're these little blue bags that you put all of your valuables in. I like to put some of my more expensive firearms in,
Mhm.
and they have micro environments, not micro doses, micro environments,
Mm.
and they pretty much inhibit all corrosion. If you got like good coins, good expensive 1911,
Nice set of antlers.
Grandpa's
Big
jewelry,
belt buckle from rodeo.
he gets it. You're from Montana.
Put the whole
now.
ranch in.
Yeah.
Put the whole ranch.
You can put your steak in there. It is.
Yeah.
API is a great company. Great bags. I strongly recommend you pick
I'm
some
from
up.
East Rochester.
Yeah, right in
I don't know
Fairport.
if you remember.
It's actually
No,
Fairport.
no. Fairport. It's all the same.
Oof.
It's all the same.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
It's
that
all
to
the
Fairport.
same. Cool.
All right, Seth. Wait, it's supposed to come with a plastic tray.
Ooh, probably chew that out.
Okay.
Chew. So what do you do out there?
Work wise,
Ranch, obviously.
Yeah.
Just ranching.
outside of the ranch, I work for the Department of Transportation. I do appraisal work for them.
Brandon, you know all about this kind of.
So, you're dripping.
Besides that, hunting, fly fish.
So you appraise for the government how much they steal people's land for, private land. You go
Acquire.
in. What is it called? It's not Magna Carta. What is it?
Eminent domain.
There it
That's
is.
what you're looking for. Yep.
You just come in and you're like, all right, we're building a highway. Take the Dutton's Ranch.
I don't do that. I tell them what to pay for
$500
it.
an acre.
Yep.
Yeah. So you got a kickback, I'm sure.
Oh no, it's government work.
Yeah, so that's why you should
back. No. Yep. So that's what I do for work. I do appraisals for them. A lot of fly fishing, hunting, a lot of shooting, then shooting trap competitively.
Oh, where do you do that?
At the Butte Trap Club in Butte, Montana.
Butte, Montana, huh?
Yep.
Are you any
Just
good?
a 4-hour drive.
I'm a
Right.
fish in a pond. I don't know.
You're a fish
I'm
in a
okay.
pond.
I'm okay.
Seth,
I'm a A class.
this
for
was supposed to be a
singles.
sober
14 people
stream.
that live in the whole state.
You're late. You
I'm
already
like
made
number
that
4.
joke.
Okay, yeah.
I'm number 4 out of the 14. I'm a A class shooter for singles. I teeter on A and B for doubles.
Brandon, you used to do.
My handicap could be better.
Okay, well, we're all inclusive here.
I used to
Um,
shoot at pigeons, yeah.
You used to do that, didn't you?
Yeah, I would just go into Batavia. And you'd see pigeons. And I was like, there's one. Bang.
Shoot them up power lines.
Oh,
Now I used to shoot trap. Yeah, a little bit. Here or there.
About you.
A little bit. Here or there.
ATA leagues just for fun.
Just for fun. Wednesday nights. Oakfield, Rod and Gun Club.
Gotcha.
It's out in Genesee County. It's over this way.
That way.
Yeah. It's
did
over
you
this
say
way.
where you grew up originally?
Henrietta,
Henrietta.
New York. Yep.
So while you've been gone, we have this governor.
I've heard.
Our old governor, you may have remembered him because you were here when he was around. His name
Mhm.
was
Mr. Cuomo.
Cuomo. Cuomo's a little bit of a diddler. He got chased out.
I remember.
So now his lieutenant governor at the time, Kathleen Hochul, she passed some good laws.
That's what you were telling me.
Yeah. What was the last thing you remember being here in New York?
Having to get every handgun serialized on the back of my permit.
Yeah, you don't have to do that in Montana, do you? You can just walk into a gun store.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
It's like a Denny's, I think, isn't it? Like I'll take an All-American Ruger on the side. You just get that. It's a special.
Yep. The new one. The what is it? RMX.
The
Have you
Ruger
messed with that?
RMX. Yeah, I like it a lot. Didn't we talk about that last stream?
Did you?
I think so. The RMX. It's Ruger's. Basically, Ruger and Magpul got together, and they it's like a Gen 3 platform because Glock lost their patent, and they made it modular like the SIG 365, 320, or the Springfield Echelon. And honestly, I kind of want one. They're like a great price, and they just did really well with it. And
What's MSRP on it?
ooh, that's a great question. I want to say they're like $475,
That's not something like that.
something
Probably.
like that. Joe's the one that's a little bit more in tune with the pricing.
Yeah. See how Christmas out.
Yeah, it is still Christmas time on for him, so he wanted to take a little bit of a
He
stream
goes all
break.
out.
He does. I don't really blame him.
He had really thoughtful, like we had our staff Christmas party last Thursday because that's just like a night where most everybody's already on staff.
Yeah, we have a lot of
anyways
staff
that
members on a
night.
Thursday night.
So we, Joe had some really very thoughtful gifts.
He's a
for
good guy.
everybody. Yeah, so cute. Look at you just chugging along.
I'm doing it for Seth.
Let's see what you did there.
Yeah.
Chugging along.
You like
Yeah.
that? You like that train humor.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Used to have a train set up in the basement.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Me and my dad.
Next to your
We had
Minecraft
two-
server.
We had two like 4x8 sheets of plywood as like tables. We had like this whole landscape set up. We had this mountain. The train would like drive through it. Super cool. Never got me anywhere with the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Can imagine.
You know, you got to give it a good decade.
I'm into the planes, not the
You gotta-
trains.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Planes get me.
Brian's in there. He likes the automobiles.
There's a movie.
Planes, trains.
This
and
is our
automobiles.
cave.
Yep.
This is where Seth lives in Montana.
I recorded it before I left the house. Before I got on my flight.
This is
Dude,
just
this is
a
a
picture.
window. No,
Yeah.
it's a window.
Yeah.
It's our
On
window.
the ground.
He has a camera set up at his house.
Just live.
And we put a big green screen
Yeah.
in our window on the second floor. And
Oh my gosh.
Decorated.
this is actually how I keep tabs on you, Seth. I just watch your cave stream.
That's thoughtful.
Do you have internet?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
If the weather's right, I
Is
do.
that okay? I talked.
Yes.
I had to talk.
I live in the suburbs.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say too much, but I talked to a guy from Texas not long ago, and I never felt more like a New Yorker. He just talks so,
Talking like
Slow.
these. Yeah.
and it just
Yep.
took. And I was just, oh,
It's definitely different. Like, I've been to Hawaii, and like, there's just
how do you say it?
Hawaii.
Thought you gave it a little like
That's
Hawaii.
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 Little pizzazz at the end.
Hawaii.
They like, it's called island time, and it is such a thing. Like,
You just do whatever, man.
just like,
Hollow, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's so slow.
Did you get a lay when
Have
you got
you
off the
been?
plane? I've been to Maui.
Have you been?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Where they had the fires in Maui, that's where I stayed there twice, actually.
Look at you go.
It was nice.
It's a world trip.
I hope you checked your privilege at the door. Must be nice.
Patrick says, shocker, no ladies with the train set up. I'll have you know, once this train is complete, my wife will definitely still love me.
You have to fight him off.
Yeah, well, my wife off. Mrs. Miro would not like that.
Make
So
the train. What part of the train did you make already?
this is the caboose,
Ooh.
or at least it's a car.
No surprise he started there.
What's it look like on the box?
Dude, I'm not looking at I'm looking
We're
at the
going
nutritional
custom.
facts.
We're going custom. Nutritional fact? No one's gonna eat this. Please don't eat this.
How do you eat a gingerbread house? I've always wondered that. Like,
In pieces.
do you actually
I don't know. You don't eat.
you build it up and then it just sits there and then you throw it out?
Yeah.
It's kind of a waste.
Yeah. Big Ginger made it. Sell more products.
If my wife will love me more for building this train, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. I should have done this forever ago.
My wife and the oldest chosen one built a little gingerbread house at school, and they used like a little milk carton as like the frame of it or whatever, right? And they're gluing it up, and they made sure they included they put like the condenser for the air conditioner like outside of the little gingerbread house, and they put like a switch to like control the outside lights, and they were like, there's like a little outside, this is a little outside electrical box. You can plug your Christmas lights in. They went like super detailed, like here's your well and the well cover over here.
Because they're building here, so they know all of that. Yeah.
Like way too detailed of a build out.
That's why I brought my
There you go. Look at that. Is that the one I got you?
one of them.
Look at that.
She's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's smart.
Just make it
That's
shit.
exactly how
Yep.
you use that. Yep. That's great. Pissing everybody off on the stream.
Looks about 10.
Grandpa's so disappointed. Grr, I knew it.
Could be building the building right now, but you got me doing this.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yeah. Cool.
If you work that hard, this building will be done, dude.
Oh wow.
So
Building's basically we could use it now.
Can we?
I mean,
yeah, why not?
laws.
Laws are dumb, dude. Seth, you
We
work
don't
for the
have
government.
those.
Yeah, you don't have those, right? No, you're still like Wild West, right?
Bring my horse.
Does everybody own a lever action out there?
Yeah.
It's kind of how I picture it.
You drive a truck,
You,
right?
you get one
Obviously.
at birth.
Yeah.
I do drive a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, like a F-250?
No. Chevy. Silverado.
This is such an exciting stream.
I know.
Oh.
Do we have any questions
It's
from the audience?
Christmas, okay?
This is like the Christmas stream
Yeah,
because we
you're
weren't.
getting-
What did you guys get for Christmas? Anything special? How much
Check my
TFP money
box.
did you get?
Did you have a good Christmas?
I did.
Good.
Yeah. What was yours?
Good. Good.
Spend it with the family.
It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. We
Yeah.
didn't we've been just balls to the walls out here.
Don't you have daughters?
Especially them. We've been like my wife shook it out here like enough. Shook it out here like 5-6 a.m. I'll get the oldest one on the bus, come out here. Grandma goes to our house to watch them, and we didn't actually set up a Christmas tree this year. We just took a tree. It's actually a ficus. It's lovely.
Nice.
In our house, and we just put Christmas lights on that and made that our Christmas tree. Kids loved it though. It's all the same.
It's all that matters.
It's all about them.
This is my first Christmas with
They had fun.
my baby's 3 months old now, so that was super fun. Like, changes everything. You told me this when you had like your first kid, that like you never get to do anything. Like, I remember 4 months ago when I wanted to go somewhere, just put on my shoes, get my keys, and leave.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh,
The whole production.
is the diaper bag ready?
Yeah.
Are there diapers? Like, it's an extra like 30 minutes
Yeah.
to leave the house.
Oh yeah.
Same thing on Christmas, like, but I love it. It's she's great.
It's so fun. Well, then like you give it a couple years, like then she's Emmy's age. My middle child, she's like 2.5. So like everything is just like she's actually experiencing stuff.
Yeah.
And like, oh wow, presents. Like this is cool, and like opening them, and
You see their excitement.
it's so fun. It's so fun. Have little babies. Where's little Sethlings? Where are they? You just keep them on the range.
I gave him advice earlier. Just don't pull out. Just
half bovine.
just do it.
Cloven feet. No little Seths.
So, what was your gun experience before the Venture Crew?
Before the Venture Crew,
Yeah.
shooting with my dad.
In Henrietta?
Rochester Brooks.
Very cool.
Went there with some regularity. But that's really it. Had a Red Rider. Got that when I was 8 for Christmas and shooting
both-
stuff. And then I
Still
got
have both your eyes.
I do. Well, kind of.
Seth, you were my vice president, right?
Yeah, I was.
That's what
I was your
thought.
vice president.
Good times, man.
It was a good time.
A mostly disaster-free presidency
I mean,
administration.
we had no scandals.
None that got published.
And then I got into the airsoft thing for a while.
Mm,
And then I started shooting real guns, and those got sold. And
that's a deep.
the rest is history. You know.
He likes
Joined the
guns so
venture
much. He
group.
moved to Montana.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I own some cool stuff that wouldn't be able to here.
And you basically, obviously, all the success that you have in life, you credit to the venture crew
And the
obviously.
firing pin, right?
and exclusively the firing pin.
Mhm, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
Just
have
make-
a
yeah, just
tiny
make-
little shrine right over
Thank
my
you.
mantle.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, but it's
I was really invested in this train thing. Huh?
It's Christmas.
you can't tell.
Bells will be ringing.
So do you own any suppressors in Montana?
I do.
What's that like?
Quiet. It's fun.
All right.
I like
I'll
it.
see you.
We just
See you
lost.
later.
We just
I'm
lost
gonna head
30
out.
viewers.
I'm gonna head out.
Everyone
All
loves.
right.
It's nice, and the place that I go to, they have one of the silencer shop kiosks.
Cool.
So it's in and out. My last one I got approved in 36 hours. So
That's pretty cool.
We have a question. How do I get Santa to bring me guns? Well, there's a couple ways. You can go to there's these Patrick, I don't know if you live in Rochester. If you do, there's these avenues that have letters on them.
There you go.
You can go there. For legal reasons, please don't do that. There's no FFL out there yet until we open one up. That's where we're expanding, right?
Yeah, sure.
Conky.
Sure. The city has weird laws. I think we
City
talked
has
about it.
we have talked. Go back into
before.
that. There will never be a gun store in Rochester.
Yeah,
Um,
they passed some super restrictive. I mean, compared to I guess what the whole state has to deal with now, there's a ton of security requirements the dealers have to meet. But like I know, like in the city, one of them is you can't actually see any guns from like a storefront driving by or like walking by. You can't display any guns in the windows. You got to lock them up in a vault at night. Blah blah blah. Like there's a ton of stuff that's not that bad to deal with. The hardest one though is you can't be near any like residential housing of any kind.
It's like 400 feet or something.
yeah,
Like, what's
you
the
have
weird?
to you have to be like an amount, and it's like try to actually find like every
you're not going to
commercial
do that in Rochester.
place. Yeah, is like okay, ground floor commercial, and then 5 apartments above it.
Yep.
Like so.
I
It's,
heard you need a amendment on pistol permits here now to buy semi-automatic firearms.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything. Ruger 1022 doesn't matter.
Really?
If
So
it's,
is
if it's
that
so
a-
only rifles. If it's a semi-auto rifle,
Okay.
you need a semi-auto rifle license. Which, if you have your pistol permit, you just go in and ask for and say, "My lord, if it pleases the crown, may I, my little Seth," and then they just do it. But like, if you don't have your permit, it's the same as getting a permit, as getting your pistol
Really?
permit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to pretty much get your pistol permit now.
Yeah.
But I have heard ways of getting a premise permit. And with your premise permit, you don't need to take the class. I don't know how true this is, and I think it's very county dependent.
Yeah, like those. I feel like that's a New York City thing. Like we don't really do premises only permits, or like work only.
If you
either.
just buy it and keep it in your house, is that what you mean?
Yeah, they do that. That's big in New York City, or they'll do
Awful
like
audio.
they'll do work ones. It's so cool. Where you can, you're a guard. You can own this gun for work. You can keep it at your house. You can take it to the range to practice with it.
That was going to be my next
You know,
question. How do you
yeah.
go to the range if it's just
Yeah,
on-premise
even
at
so,
your
like
house?
Genesee County, when I got my permit, it was for sport and recreation.
Okay.
So the judge at the time, like, you had to have your permit, and you could use it for sport and recreation. So you could own a handgun up to like 10. I think he had some weird limit on, or maybe even 5. You could take it to the range to shoot it. You could hunt with it. You could do any of that kind of stuff. You technically weren't supposed to be like concealed carrying it unrestricted per se.
That was under Judge Noonan, right?
Judge Noonan, yeah. And you could, after 5 years, if you were good and didn't get in trouble, didn't like lose your gun or fucking draw and do whatever, you could apply for an unrestricted permit. But it was very much at his discretion if he knew, like, no, like Tyler.
I don't like your last name. Too many trains.
Like, yep. I seen you staring at him down by the tracks. I don't like it. He could just deny, or just
Very subjective.
not do it. And you could also, there was a limit. It might have been 5, might have been 10, but like you were only allowed a certain number of guns on your permit. And then like you could ask for permission, and if you had a good enough reason, he would do it. Like, I'm a collector and I want to own every kind of 1911 or whatever, or every kind of handgun from World War II. Like he would do it, but you couldn't just do it. So restricted, so stupid, like such a power, like, ugh. Yeah, stupid. He's gone now though. But I hate New York's, like every county is different system.
Stupid. So is every pistol permit issued here? Do they still do that, or is everything now just a concealed weapons permit since this new legislation?
So I do think it's still very county dependent. Up here, it's mostly just unrestricted permits, from what I've always seen, or lately, anyways.
Is this yours?
Could be.
There you go.
Sure. Thanks.
Sorry.
New York City, though, and down that way, they do a lot with premises only permits and weird various other kinds of permits. We don't get into it too much.
When did all that pass?
Couple years ago, was it 2022?
Right
The
after
CCIA.
Yeah,
It was right after the Buffalo shooting, so that was
2022.
22.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right after I moved. Huh.
I want to say September 2022. Yeah, and so now there's a background check on ammo too.
I heard earlier
fun.
today.
That's been going
Let me move
great.
My leg for you, buddy. Sorry.
I'll have to look up the figures of how much we spend every month now. Like,
How much does New York State get from it?
we collect it? You know, it's like sales tax basically, but it's what is it? $2.50
For ammo.
for ammo, and then what, $9 for guns. I think that's gonna
Yeah.
go up.
Oh, hell yeah. California, I heard they charge like 30.
Yeah, it's like $27, I want to say. Because when New York modeled it the same way, they basically take like, okay, we did 1 million checks and it cost $30 million to run the system to do the checks. Divide it out. Like, okay, each check was $30.
That's
So
what
that's
you charge.
what we have to charge next year. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So
Like,
then
we don't
when
wanna do it.
Then when it goes up to $30 a check and the number of checks cuts in half, and it still costs the same $30 million, it's just one of those self-fueling, like, well, now they're $45 a check. Now they're whatever. Yeah, have you seen where people post like their receipts
Yeah.
from like California or Oregon or like there's others. We're not the worst. We're not the worst. We're not the best.
So when I was down in the shop 1.5,
Mm-hmm.
I saw on your membership board where it said the free New York State NICS check.
Yeah.
Is that for the ammo? For the
Yeah,
membership
yeah.
level?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So when you remember, there are some places in the area that they do add fees on top of their NICS checks. We just charge you what we're charged because as a business, I can't really eat that. But if you're a member with us, we do you buy into it essentially. You give us
Yeah, it's part of
monthly, you
your
support
membership.
us. We'll hook you up
Sounds like a good deal.
quickly.
It is nice little sales
Yeah,
pitch
I got
there.
you.
Look at that.
I'm
We
gonna
do
go
have
to chat.
We do have a crowdfunding campaign going on.
If you're into
that. Yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, if you want to help support the Firing Pin and get us across the finish line here and help us, buy some non-used chairs for the classroom, that'd be nice.
These are comfy.
We do. They are pretty comfy.
I'm gonna go to chat real quick.
Still smell a little bit like curry, but that's okay.
Jenna, Dave's daughter, says, "Oh look, 2 dorks."
It's not me.
I know I'm wearing camo and Seth's wearing camo, so I don't know where the 2 people you see that are
Is that because
dorks.
I'm fat?
She must be with her dad.
She's saying I'm 2 dorks because I'm the size of 2 people.
I do think that is what she means.
That's rude.
Anna says, "Is that a train or a house?" What does it look like? What?
Not done with the engine part yet.
I guess that could be
what
a
are all these
shed.
extra what are all these extra pieces? Those are the wheels, you dummy. What are all these extra pieces?
The peppermint wheel- Those are peppermint wheels.
These are the wheels. This is the thing
for the front.
for where Seth lives. You
Can't
push the
hit
No,
cows.
these are the
You
wheels.
push the cows out. God, do you know anything about trains? Do you even have autism? You're a phony. You're a phony.
Patrick says, "Merry Christmas, fellas. Looking forward to seeing this train village."
I always wanted in the old store to
Thank
put
you.
one of those trains that went around like the edge, like up in the ceiling.
Yay!
What Wegmans was that? Was there a Wegmans in Greece or something? I think
There was a
remember
Wegmans that
from,
had it. Didn't Brockport used to have it way back in the day?
I remember one as a young kid
Yeah.
watching the train go around. It was like over the old
That's where
bakery.
it all started.
Jenna asks why I'm making a gingerbread house. It's Christmas. And yeah, it is past your dad's bedtime because, well,
Well,
I can't say what I want to say on here.
I wish everybody. We got to get Taco Man on here some night. Bread Man.
Just, it is Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah, Dave. I know you'll see this tomorrow when you're on the truck.
Could we do you think we could do like a ride along with him someday?
I don't know if I'd want to.
Go
Ugh. Rather do a ride
a
along with
day in the life.
Mike Rowe in a sewer.
Oh gosh.
This is definitely going to be really hard to.
So to try to keep like on topic of firing pin, right? We do have a huge class coming up.
I heard at the Kodak Center.
We do,
Right?
yeah. Kodak Center, January 18th and 19th, doing a permit class for $149, which is the cheapest. That's dollars, U.S. dollars,
Not pesos.
from the Federal Reserve Bank. Yeah,
Gotcha.
not whatever like
Montans.
Yeah, like weird Montan.
One Montan.
Oh my god! Like,
Yeah, that's what we use out there.
so many troy ounces of gold that you
Yeah.
dug out of the hillside.
My pick. So the training class is mandatory now.
Mhm.
Okay. How long is it?
18 hours. And it just sucks. Like,
Doing it 2 days, 3 days?
so it's 3 days basically. There's 2 days of classroom instruction,
Mhm.
and then there's a 2-hour live fire portion.
Okay.
So we're doing the two basically 2 9-hour or 2 8-hour days of instruction at the Kodak Center, back to back, January 18th and 19th, and then you'll schedule sometime for hopefully February or March to do your 2 hours of live fire. You'll come in and do your shooting, and we'll get you on the range. We'll run some drills in the classroom. You go in the range, you'll do your qualifications, then you'll get your certificate. But I mean, we came up with this class a year ago, just as, in part like a protest against the state.
Just to kind of
That-
flood it.
There's nothing wrong with training. Training is good. Everyone should train often. Like, you should always be a student, no matter how, I've been doing this a long time. I'm still a student. You could be doing this for 30, 40 years. You should still try to have that student mindset of like, there's stuff I could still learn.
Yeah.
And I think training's great. However, I disagree when the state makes it a requirement. And now you have a financial barrier.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Now you have a financial barrier to getting your permit. I just don't agree with that.
So you did this class course. You did it last year too, correct?
Yeah, we did it a year ago. We did a little different that time. We did we called it like the community class.
Mhm.
And so we did basically part one. We said it was free. And it was free. You just had to buy lunch so that we knew you were coming. So $15, and you got 8 hours of training, and you could just leave with that. Like, you could already own a gun, you could be interested in it, be gun curious. And show up, and it was $15. You got a day of training. If you wanted to, you could roll that into getting your permit. and taking the rest of the class and blah blah blah.
How many people showed up for that?
The first half of that we had like 1,200 people
No way.
show up. Yeah.
How many went
So that
through
was
and got
super cool.
permitted from that
I'd
1,200?
say probably
Probably-
like 7-ish, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Those
so-
statistics are a little harder.
It was quite a few. Yeah, it was quite a few people, more than we expected. And the way we did it last time, we had groups of like 20 to 30 people come in every weekend
Mhm.
and do the second half of the class. So we just never expected that many people. So that was a huge struggle. Wow, look at that. Clearly a train.
All I'm
now.
gonna say is like they do a picture on here. There is no way you're getting those fine lines. Like,
Okay.
look at those spokes.
Okay.
There is one option for this, and it's just a lot.
A lot.
like, there's no.
Well, not with that attitude.
But yeah, I mean, Seth, you've been with us you've known us for a long time. So like, we're that place that I don't know. We just firmly believe that like all gun control is classist and racist, and I don't know. It feels
do
good to
that-
be a part of that.
I
I want to
agree.
do that class even cheaper. Like I wish we could find a venue that didn't cost what the Kodak Center to rent that place out.
Come to my
it's-
ranch.
It's
Do it for free.
fly out.
Yeah, fly out.
What do you call your ranch?
Dutton
Seth's Ranch.
Seth's Ranch.
Seth's Ranch in Comic Sans.
It's a Ram Ranch.
Ram Ranch.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out
You coming to Ramtown?
of
That is crazy how things have changed since I've moved away.
here. There's a place. They're
That's a
probably.
lot.
I shouldn't make fun of them on public street. There's a place up near me. They're a horse, something or other charity or rescue or whatever,
They're actually cool.
and it's called Sweet Release
Oh, okay. Not the one I was
Equestrian
thinking
Center. That always gives me a chuckle.
Yeah.
Sweet Release.
of. Well, you know what they
Do they work with Glock?
I was. So they work with Glock because if you don't know, the icing on the train is actually
I'm-
from Glock.
It's
That's
all
horse-
just horse
it's
cum.
That's why. So
There's
it's all goopy. You can't get the right consistency.
there's so much horse cum on me.
It's not frosting.
It smells disgusting.
Smells sweaty.
It smells gross.
So the market for guns has got to be bigger, but like profit margin wise, the horse cum's got to be nuts, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's
I
not.
would-
on a
Sure.
percentage, like ratioed out, liter to
People make a lot of money selling that stuff.
liter by liter.
My,
Is
my
that
co-
what you specialize on the ranch?
no,
jacking
I
off?
dabble, but no, I know some people who
Who dabble?
sell products
So
like that
home
for a
brew your-
living.
So like
and they make a
brewing
lot
your
of
own
money.
beer. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
got my own bull.
Have my
got
own-
my mare.
Jack him.
have my own jug and a
Oh
fermenter.
my god!
Wait, you ferment it?
I was making a joke about homebrewing beer.
How
It
often
didn't land. Just go
Well,
back.
I thought you were
Go
talking
back
about
to your
home
train.
brewing horse
How
cum.
often do you go into town?
I live in town. I live in an apartment.
They have apartments.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
You have a
It's
town?
not Hoff.
You have a town. You have a town on your ranch.
Yeah.
Wait,
How much do you own
wait.
Sections.
once the light stops?
How long do you have to homestead out there before you get?
Oh, it's
was
been
it
like
40
20
acres,
years, man.
40 acres and a mule.
Did you?
What they-
How
Yeah.
much or how long? For the Homestead Act? I don't know. I thought
Do you
it
ever
was
just
more than
go to
that.
Yellowstone?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yellowstone's about 2 hours
Casino
from my
faithful.
front door.
They have
Yeah.
my favorite saunas.
Yeah. Have you been? Yeah, Yellowstone's about a 2 hour trip for me. So my grandfather and I will go down there frequently just to
It's cool.
Go fishing?
fish. Yeah, go
Yep.
fish, hang out.
Can you bring a gun on federal parks?
Like the card game.
Or is it just a New York thing?
I think it's a New York thing. I'm sure there's other states that do it, but at least in
It's highly illegal.
Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho, you could bring your firearm into a federal park.
Huge signs that say like no guns. Nah,
Seth, this means you.
Concealed
it's
is
fine.
concealed.
It's they ain't gonna know, Sonny.
Yeah.
That's for them city folk.
I do have my concealed weapons permit,
This
though,
is really enchanting.
despite us being constitutional.
What does that do for you? Do you get like
So I get
discounts
at the feed store.
at the
I flashed my CW
Dry
feeds.
goods.
Yeah.
10% off oats today. No, I get 36 or 37 states
That's cool.
with my permit.
Not
And-
this one.
Nope.
It's crazy how like you're
Uh-uh.
constitutional and you still get states. Like
Yeah. And another big reason is our concealed weapons permit exempts us from NICS checks.
That's
So,
cool.
That box on the
cool.
4473 where you fill in the
I think
permit.
that's the
number.
least they could do in New York. They're gonna fuck us over every other way possible. But no.
Well, if you already have to go through all the background checks and training that New York State does, they can give you an NTN number.
You would think.
Would you?
You would think.
It's
You
New
know what
York,
else is
would
weird?
you?
Tyler, did you see the thing where New York, you can do an ammo background check on someone, and then and you have to put in there like Seth is buying 200 rounds of 9mm of Winchester 9mm.
Yeah. with
No
this
way.
serial
Wow.
number.
Right. You can go in there one time within 30 days
And edit it.
and add. So like you could come in on Monday and buy 200 rounds of 9mm. Then you come in on Friday, buy another 200 rounds. I don't have to run another check. I can just edit
It's a bit of a grace period.
your first one within 30 days, but I can only do it once. Then we have to run another one.
Seth used
Just
to work
so
at
weird.
a gun store, so like he understands like 44 like shop
Which
talk.
one?
It was a locally to Western Montana, a mom and pop sporting goods chain.
What was it
So-
called?
Bob Ward's and Sons.
Oh, that's
And
such
then-
a Montana name.
Yeah. Built by
Was it
Mr.
owned by
Ward,
Bob Ward.
the Ward family.
Oh, okay. of
And they were
course,
good
yeah.
people, and then they sold it to what's the name of it?
American chain.
Big
names.
chain in out of Utah.
What kind of boots are these, Sonny?
Tony Llamas.
Never heard of her.
Are those good?
I think so.
I think so. Oh.
They were on sale at Murdoch's. So I bought it.
What's a Murdoch?
Runnings.
This country's crazy.
Think of Runnings. You got Murdoch.
There's so many businesses.
It's just so crazy.
We had that conversation on our trip to Nashville.
Mhm.
Like there are so many businesses.
You just be driving down the highway, yeah, and there's like this giant skyscraper, like, I mean, giant, but still, like, I mean, it was a 10-story building, and it's like, so and so company, and you're like, oh, the fuck are they? And it's like, oh, we do this, and it's like, I didn't even know that was a fucking thing that companies like
That's how business works.
did. It's nuts, dude. It's nuts. There's just that many of them. Not where you are. I mean,
No.
it's mostly
Cow
just nothing.
and elk.
It's just cows. It's
Yeah.
just me in a field.
It's just
Listening to the elk bugle in the distance. That's pretty close.
I dabble.
You dabble?
I dabble.
You dabble in your elk
I'm
calling?
on the forums. Yeah.
I don't want to look at your forms.
So
Are there people still out there? Are they saying things?
Oh, there's chat.
I'm sure there's people being really mean. Probably that Anna character.
Yeah, she's usually mean.
Very,
why are you
very
making
hurtful.
gingerbread?
They're liking my house. I think. I hope.
Those are some spokes. Look at you.
I'm trying. They don't give you a lot to work with.
They don't give you a lot.
Is that supposed to be the spoke?
I think so. It's supposed to be like a guide for the
No,
spokes.
that's the front of the train.
That
You'll
doesn't
see.
make any sense.
Why are
Why are
there
there four
why are
of
there
them?
four of
There's not
them?
four
Because you
There's
stack
no
them.
not
There's
four
not four
headlights.
fronts of the train. It's you stack them. They're the radiating cooling fans.
Yep, those spokes are so hard, man.
It's beautiful. It's
looks
beautiful. I love how
really
the
good.
audience can see all this too. This is really fucking. This is a great fucking live stream podcast. That's so stupid. That's not it.
Let me see the box.
No, don't look at the box.
I
dude.
want to look at it, not you.
I want to look at it. Don't look at the box.
I want to silently judge.
Oh my god! I put him in charge. He's like second in command of the store. This is what we had to work with.
That's why we're failing.
You
This
okay?
is what. This is what we
You
had
okay?
to work with.
This is why you're on the stream set.
Oh my gosh!
Really scraping.
Fun times. So you're back for how long?
Till Sunday. Came in to see the family for Christmas.
Yeah.
Seth, what do you miss the most about New York?
Food.
Yeah,
Outside of family
You have
and
to hunt your
friends,
food
it's
out
the
there?
food. Yeah. Yeah.
it's gotta be
Any
tiring.
any
It's just
burgers,
Always having to like hunt for your own food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Out
that's
there, it's just
Oh,
tiring.
there's caribou.
squirrels, ptarmigan,
Oh.
whatever.
What's a ptarmigan?
It's a bird. Ptarmigan's a little bird.
This is why I miss Josh.
No, any burgers, barbecue, phenomenal. You can't beat it because a lot of the stuff that comes from local ranches, it's
Oh,
slaughtered recently. But
probably no garbage plates.
outside of that, I had one today.
Not in Montana.
Nope, I was here today.
Exactly.
24 hours.
Exactly.
I make my own garbage plates at home sometimes, but went to Henrietta Hots.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's the old stomping ground, huh?
it is the old stomping ground.
I've been there once. It was mid.
It was
Well, were you at the new or old location?
I don't fucking know, Seth. I'm from Virgin.
Henrietta's all the same.
No, it's not. It's changed a lot.
That's the
Henrietta's
town I
changed
think
a
of
lot.
when they were like, "Oh, why don't you go outside and play anymore?" And it's like, well, the outside they built.
Yeah.
And it's all just a strip mall.
I don't know how many times this week we're just driving around doing errands, going to
Mm-hmm.
a family dinner party, whatever. And it's like fields I used to play in. It's a huge subdivision now with 100 houses.
I know exactly on off Archer or whatever.
It's sad.
Makes me sick.
Well, there's many of them, but there is one off Archer. Yeah.
I remember watching that develop.
Yeah, that was a field for just the longest time.
Hi, Merry Christmas, Nick. Thank you. We're building our Christmas train. I'm not going to say the P Express because that's probably trademarked, and I don't want DreamWorks to eat my booty. I have to deal with all the copyright strikes. It's not fun. We get copyright struck. Yeah. Hey guys, this is Ron. We get copyright strikes by this guy who's like, he has like millions of followers.
He's mean.
You know him.
Copyright strikes us.
He's in
He
India.
watches the streams and
Our
tries to copyright
entrance
strike.
video, like there's like
One,
something in
two,
there that
three.
like
Ah!
is similar to one of his songs. He's like a multi-million follower person in India, and he's like an artist. And
Oh.
every episode, I have to fight the copyright strike. It's so annoying.
But we win.
Yeah, clearly, we're here.
Americans over here, we're good. America.
I won't copyright strike you for the footage outside my house. So
Well,
you're good for that.
I know.
This is a dumb train.
I could have done better.
God,
Shut up, Seth.
For real. I haven't seen a train in 3 years.
What are your thoughts on the 8.6 blackout?
Thank you for reading comments, Seth.
You're welcome.
What are your thoughts on the 8.6 blackout? You're allowed to own suppressors, so
I think it's cool and I want one. I think it'd be cool to put in like a 12-inch barrel.
it's hard
Make
for
a SBR.
us to get into
gun.
those here because, like,
That's the only point would be to suppress
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
like
So it's like, okay.
I think it's awesome. I want one, but I can't.
I think it's an interesting round, but I don't know. It hasn't been around a
What's
while. so
what's a grain weight on one of those?
in the 200s
Hmm.
and maybe more. I haven't
Pretty cool.
really looked into it, but from the headline stuff I've seen, few articles I've read, it seems pretty interesting. I know who developed it, Q,
I was gonna say, yeah, Q, I'm sure makes.
and they, what's the guy's name? I don't know. The president, CEO of Q, he's posted pictures of him hunting in Africa with it, where he's taking down Cape buffaloes and whatnot. So it seems interesting, but I don't know.
Q's a cool company.
I want a 300 blackout now. I didn't have any
yeah,
use
that's,
for
I-
wanting one here, but
it's so hard to like, okay, 300 blackout exists. There's so many grain weights with that. There's so many velocities. You can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
I feel like with that cartridge. So it's like, okay, 8.6. What am I getting? What am I gaining?
I mean, again, it's just the suppressed ability.
338 caliber instead of 38 or
Okay.
330, not
Okay.
38.
Like, I get it. It's the new hotness. Companies are always going to do that.
It seems cool.
You know,
It's interesting to me.
I'm honestly still surprised 300 blackout stuck around. I was iffy on that.
I
When-
think
when
it's
it
because you
first-
could run it short and suppressed. That's
Sure,
why.
sure.
I never really cared for it until a couple months ago. My buddy, he has a 5-inch Rattler or something.
That's
So
cool.
fun.
And yeah, he has a suppressor on that. And we went out and Oh yeah, so much fun. It was so cool.
So quiet.
after that, it was like, all right,
Oh,
I understand 300 blackout. You know?
Mm-hmm.
If you want something quiet inside your house and you're tossing 200 grain pills at somebody from that close, quiet, yeah, I get it for that. But
What part of the train is that, Tyler?
the pretty part.
Nobody can see it. Turn it.
He's not done.
I'm not.
Art takes time.
Art
That's
is hard.
unacceptable.
It's the front of the train.
That's the front of the train. It's
The engine.
stupidest part.
I don't know what this is for.
You didn't make
Because it was a wheel. Oh, here we go.
Hey,
We need
Malachi.
some autism. Here we go.
Malachi, what do you think of my train? We have a live studio audience member.
Tell me it looks stupid.
Don't get on camera.
Not get on camera.
That's so rude. don't get on camera.
Pretty cool, dudes.
Thanks,
No,
man. Do
tell them it's stupid.
you know what train it is?
No, my tism isn't that much.
Yeah, it's a GE.
Okay, stop making the jokes, guys. It's not nice.
GE 340.
Sure you know that.
Trains weren't my thing.
Just running them, right? Right?
Having them ran.
Am I right? Yeah. God. Having them ran. All right. Well, now that you're here, I think we're pretty much about done. What else? What else is there to say? Really?
I mean, okay. There's one article in there that I wanted to really talk about.
We'll talk about it.
Can you pick up the Kentucky one?
maybe.
I know we don't live in Kentucky.
No.
They want to ban the ETF.
There's
don't.
nothing from Kentucky.
There's definitely an article from Kentucky.
This is Ohio,
No.
Close.
Canada.
Okay.
Abolish the ATF. China.
Is there a Kentucky article up there, bud?
Just so unorganized.
Actually, I think
Okay. Basically, Kentucky.
It starts with a K.
ends with Ucky.
So basically, Kentucky right now is. I didn't read too much of the article. I printed it off because it looked interesting. The headline said Kentucky, the next battleground state to choose between medical marijuana and firearms.
Mm.
So I wanted to get into the whole medical marijuana and firearms conversation.
So stupid.
It's so
Yep.
stupid.
There's nothing wrong.
Okay, it's in the printer. I definitely hate how New York set their system up with the medical marijuana industry. Just because, like, I don't know, like you can apply for your medical license in New York State, but then like it bars you from like,
Purchasing a firearm.
yeah, like the state systems talk to each other, and like I've heard of people losing their pistol permit. Today, some guy commented, and if you are this guy and you are watching, I do want to just warn you. There is a guy who commented that he wanted to take our pistol permit class. All of his profile pictures was just him with weed.
Ah.
I'm like, dude, like they're gonna look at that. Like,
you
Don't they
still-
do a social media check?
I can't remember if they've struck that down or not. It's
but there's no way they
I
don't.
feel like it's gone back and forth a few times. If they can ask for your
The most
social media
recent
stuff.
thing was It was struck down because it was ruled that there's no justifiable reason to go.
Yeah. It's
But
crazy.
if your profile is public and
So
I'm
they
the
don't do
judge,
it.
you're gonna stop me from like accessing public.
If
You know what I
it's-
mean? Like-
I'm in agreement. If it's within public information,
No, but nobody can hear you. You don't have a mic.
that's fine.
He
I-
agrees.
You guys are all the way over. You guys are over there. I'm over here.
We should mic up some of the public audience or have a mic out there so they can talk. That would be cool.
Like a town hall meeting.
Excuse
That'd be cool.
What are you doing over there? Who are you texting?
There's so many things I want to say. Your mom.
Oh. Well,
Well.
She's a nice lady.
she's a great lady.
Brandon, you can do better than my mom.
Sounds like a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
The 8.6 has a 1.3 twist rate, which is faster than 1.7 and 1.8. The fastest twist rate that allows the 8.6 to perform well, both subsonic and supersonic rounds, even with short barrels. Yeah, I want I wish we could just have any of that in New York. We could have subsonic rounds, but
Sure.
yeah,
What's
it's
the point?
I was looking at an 8.6 rifle earlier today. Actually, I was talking with Joe about it.
I want one, but
I do too. I'm like, what's the point?
I guess like okay, if you get something that's super standardized, and like okay, yeah, I have a buddy that lives out west. Like maybe I can figure out a way
get in on a
to
trust.
like get it on a trust.
But
or
then like I'm
something
gonna
where,
spend all
like,
that money.
when I'm out there. Then I have access to it and I can use it. But I guess I
Guess
feel
you got to find a friend
safer.
out west, huh?
I feel safer in New York with all the government. Like the government is just this big warm blanket protecting me.
I
Tuck you in.
couldn't agree more.
I love it. It's just so warm.
I love the government so much.
Yes,
They're great.
they are the best. I love government.
Especially being a native, I just love them so much.
All right.
First of all,
We have to create a new rule that says audience
all,
members can't talk.
Yeah, silence.
This is a silent audience.
All right. Well,
8.6 school. We'll see.
And like that is the other thing. Like, how long is he going to stay in for? I've seen a lot of calibers come, and I've seen a lot of calibers go.
yeah. Have you named 3?
3 calibers.
45 gap.
Yeah, 357 Sig.
Could argue 40 Smith and Wesson now.
I mean, it had a good run.
It had a good run, but it's
Had a
starting to
great
die.
run. But it's dying
That'll still be. I'll be around for a while.
because of people like our CIA friend, Tom Cruise.
Sure. Wait. So funny.
Some of the arc rounds.
Yeah.
I would argue they're niche though. Not that they're dead, but they cater to the
6'8".
long range shooting stuff.
6'8".
SPC.
Yellow.
Grundle.
Grendel.
6'5" Grendel.
6'8".
Don't you own a gun shop?
Cotton. I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Sometimes.
You own one. You don't run it.
Well, I haven't for the past like 6 months, a year. I should have told people that customers will come in, they'll like ask about this or that, and I'll be like,
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know. Malachi's had me busy out here, like just working. I'm just a laborer.
That's how I feel.
Right now.
I haven't been paying attention to any gun stuff recently.
It's so hard. There's so much,
Yeah, every company is just out there.
which makes me happy because that means the gun industry is doing well. You know.
Like I try like once every couple of weeks to just go on like the Truth About Guns and the Firearm Blog
Yeah.
and like just some of those
Read.
news,
See what's up. Yeah.
you know, gun news blogs and and there's a lot. Yeah.
Spend a lot of my time on trap shooters. Trapshooters.com.
Just
Arguing with old people about
the future is now, old man. There are newer guns than a Browning BT-99.
I like PTs. They're cool.
Oh,
PTs are
It's a
cool.
nice little single barrel.
I just bought a new trap gun
Yeah.
a
What'd you
couple
get?
weeks ago.
Caesar Guarini.
Perazzi. Bought a Perazzi MX8.
well, my name's Seth. I've got government money.
Well, look at me.
It was used. It's old. Type 3 if it can import.
You should get a bonus for
Brand said that about me once too.
eminent domain.
Yeah.
What did you?
And
What
a
was
crisp
that?
high
Wait,
five.
what did I say?
What?
What did I say about you?
Nothing.
It was used. It's old.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
What are your views on? Never mind. We're not going to go there. It's going to get real political real quick. Like,
How are you being an ally in Montana? What are you doing?
I hear he just throws. I just hear he throws his water bottles in the river. Any questions for our Montana friend?
What's Yellowstone like?
That's all everybody knows.
Did you steal Malachi's family's land?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
My predecessor. It was before my time.
That's That's a really
This is my tray.
We should encapsulate
Here, I'll get-
from certain angles.
Oh,
Stop! Why are you
such an
still
awful
doing it?
sound.
From certain angles that could look something like a train. Choo choo, yes, kinda. Then it lose. No, not that one. Not that angle as much, but this one kind of.
Oh, I tried.
So it looks good
smoke.
from right there.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. That's something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's a good
There you
job.
go, man.
It's a job.
You did a job. You completed the task. You kept at it. That's something to be happy for. Show us the box. Put the box up behind it, so people can see what it was supposed to look like. You fucking idiot.
Can you get a little closer?
Fucking donut.
That's what they make it look like.
I mean, I guess that is sort of close. I guess. I guess those things really are the front, aren't they?
Are they?
I was not
Doesn't
lying.
make any fucking sense.
Does it show that it has
Why
a
not
special
just make one big one?
dual tip?
Made in a peanut and nut environment.
This has a dual tip.
Stupid bitch.
Oh, dude.
Next week, watch us make the Oreo one
Oh, I'm taking that home and just eating
for a
it.
delightful treat. The hell you will. My neck. Yeah, well, enjoy your fucking Canadian bullshit. Small
Well,
candy may be a choking hazard. Oh, you know what? It's gonna be banned soon. Thanks to your buddy. Got red fucking 40 in it all over it. Disgusting. Yellow number 1. Makes me sick.
so Seth, on a scale of 1 to 10, how circumcised are you?